expect to see, beg your pardon, what you expect to see is a retracement after that expansion. So the dollar index is retracing, and we are going to be looking out for where we suspect it to retrace to. And for that, we're going to be looking at the daily time frame. Now, looking at the daily time frame, we saw that the dollar index created another block where we are anticipating retracement to. So we're looking at levels where the dollar is going to retrace to. And one of the levels that we're looking out for is this order block on the daily time frame right here. If you can look closely, you find out that price has not returned to that order block ever since it broke out from that region. Okay, so we're anticipating a return to this particular daily order block. And if we go into the 4-hour time frame, you will be able to refine it further. But for the daily time frame, we're anticipating, since on Friday we stated that we're expecting price to return to this level. So as it stands, we're going to be seeing the dollar index trade into this order block. This is our daily projection as we begin the week. Okay, so at least for the first 2 days or 3 days in this week, we're going to be seeing the dollar index trade into this order block. That is what we anticipate to see. And because we are not the market makers, anything can happen, but the higher probability is that the dollar index trades into this level. Okay, so if you're trading any dollar related pair, you should know that midterm the dollar is going down into this level. Okay, now looking at the 4-hour time frame for more reference, you can see that this the daily order block is also a 4-hour fair value gap, which is about some good confluence that we should be anticipating. Okay, so right into this fair value gap, we would be seeing that that same order block is the same location where the fair value gap falls in. So we may have to become a little more precise as to where we are anticipating the dollar index to trade to. So for the 4-hour time frame, first, you can see this breaker block right here. Okay, so we're expecting that this breaker block may hold off price. That is the first place that we're anticipating. Second is all the way to this downside. So you can see that we have more reasons for the dollar index to come down than for it to go higher. It's not as if we are wishing the dollar index bad luck, but for us to make money, the market has to move up and down. All right. So for the dollar index, I'm anticipating that this week, at least Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, before the midweek reversal, you should see the dollar index trade into this place. Mind you, we also have fundamental releases this week, a whole lot of them coming out this week, and part of which is the US CPI, the Consumer Price Index, is coming out tomorrow. We also have the GBP Claremont change. The Governor Bailey is going to speak sometime this evening. We have GDP for the UK. We also have PPI for the US, and a whole lot of other news coming out this week. And seeing the implications to proceed with this TDA. Okay, so for the dollar index, we anticipate So please confirm if you can hear me. We are getting signs that our audio is okay now. Can anybody confirm? Okay. Our audio is back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for staying with us, guys. This is one of the things we experience, network issues almost every day, but we are working on a more permanent solution to avoid being disturbed by technical and network issues. Okay, so we apologize for that break. All right, so over to the Euro USD analysis. Now, for the Euro USD analysis, we're going to be looking at possible trade that will be taken today. All right, so for the Euro USD, looking at the daily time frame, or let's rather start from the weekly time frame instead. So looking at the weekly time frame of the Euro USD, we are very bearish, and we've been bearish for the past couple of weeks. For about 5 weeks now, we've been bearish on Euro USD. But currently, price on the Euro USD seems to have grabbed liquidity very almost shortly that we may not even be able to recognize. All right, somewhere around here, liquidity was grabbed. For some people, you see it as a double bottom, which is already creating another form of liquidity. So for the Euro USD, we're anticipating some retracement before a continuation to the downside. All right, so that is what we're looking out for on the Euro USD. And where are the levels that we're looking for these retracements? You may want to fib this whole level, okay, because we would want to sell from premium, okay? So you may want to fib this whole level and see that Euro USD has a long way to go in terms of its upward movement. All right, so it still has a long way to go, somewhere around 50%. All right, so for that reason, we'll be looking at possible long on Euro USD as we commence this week. So looking at the weekly time frame, we may see Euro USD trade all the way up here before coming to grab this liquidity on the downside that is created last week. So let's look at it on the daily time frame. Where are the possible places we are anticipating Euro USD to trade to? Now, looking at the daily time frame, you can see how smoothly price moved to the downside, although it gave us some minor heartache somewhere around here when price was ranging, but it moved well to the downside. So where are we anticipating that we're going to be trading the Euro USD to? First, as usual, is going to be this diagonal liquidity that was created somewhere around here. Okay, all this diagonal liquidity is the first target for the Euro USD sell. Sorry, Euro USD buy. All right, second, this order block residing all the way up here. Okay, so you can see diagonal liquidity leading up to the order block. So this could be a good place for the Euro USD to buy to. So we're anticipating this week, looking at current price action, we're anticipating that the Euro USD is going to be going all the way up. And if you can remember, since on Friday last week, I've been bullish on the Euro USD and GBP USD, although we got stopped out in some little places, but of course, we manage risk properly. So we're anticipating a buy of Euro USD all the way up here. Okay, so first target is to clear out these guys, and second target is to trade up here. But for intraday, we're going to be looking at some immediate targets for the Euro USD. First off is this one, which we've drawn since last week Friday. Okay, somewhere around here. This is the first target for Euro USD buy. Then this is the second target for Euro USD buy, this guy. The second immediate target based on intraday analysis for Euro USD buy. All right, so these are the two targets for Euro USD buy. And if it should persist beyond this target, then we know it's going all the way up here. Okay, so these are our targets for Euro USD. We can use our path tool to draw our markups clearly. Okay, this is the first path. This is the second path. Okay, so based on intraday, these are the two places we are seeing Euro USD trade into. Okay, so with this, we are saying that we are going long on Euro USD. Once we are seeing confirmation on lower time frames, we'll be going long on Euro USD. All right, as it stands, we're seeing something that looks like a pullback that is just happening on Euro USD. So somewhere around here, you can start looking out for your entry signatures from where price currently is. You can start looking out for entry signatures to buy Euro USD all the way up here. This is about 30 to 40 pips, so it's something decent for an intraday trade. Okay, so it's a good trade call for this morning. And however it plays out, but at least during New York session, we may give you a brief of how the trades are playing out. So we're going to look at GBP USD as we conclude on the dollar part of this top-down analysis. This is going to be a very good place to let you know that this TDA is free, all right? And we urge you all to share this with your friends. So you can just take a 1-minute break off this TDA and share this link with your friends. Some of you are already sharing it. You can see it on your status and on your various social media handles that are following us. And we want to thank you very much for doing that. However, this is a daily activity, so we urge you all to share this on your status, on your stories, share this with Facebook groups that are Forex related, and share this with your friends who are also Forex traders so that they can partake of this good thing that we are doing for you. So looking at GBP USD, or let me just give 30 seconds for everyone to share this link, all right? So some of you are just looking at me and wondering what to do. Please share the link. We're going to take a 30 seconds break for you to share this link with your friends. All right. Welcome back. So we're proceeding with Euro USD. All right, so the link to share the video is going to be coming up. So kindly check on the chat box. You're going to see the link to join the TDA group. Make sure that you share it. If you have not shared it, make sure that you share it with your friends and with your family who are interested in trading Forex. And as we proceed with the TDAs, there are so many good news that we have for you all, so many good news loaded up. So just stay true to the end and you'll be able to take advantage of those good news. And if you have any questions, you can start dropping them or start compiling them as we proceed with this TDA. Now, looking at the daily time frame of GBP USD, you can see that it has broken out of the first range that held GBP USD bound for so long. So freedom at last for GBP USD on the daily time frame. So we're anticipating that after this retracement that is currently going on, GBP USD will continue going down as per the weekly time frame analysis, which is showing us that GBP USD is clearly bearish, and we expect it to continue so for at least a major part of this year. Okay, so back to the daily time frame. This is what we are seeing. GBP USD has broken out of this range, and currently it's retesting that range, possibly to continue going downwards. However, on the daily time frame, we are saying that something may happen somewhere around here. Okay, so something may happen somewhere around there because we have seen the pile of liquidity that has been stacked up somewhere around here. We may see a grab of liquidity, a very quick grab of liquidity right above here for GBP USD. This is what I'm seeing on the daily time frame. A very quick grab of liquidity somewhere around here on this high, around 1.27846 level. And after that, we may now see GBP USD trading downwards, because usually before price starts a long-term move, it's going to make sure it grabs liquidity in the opposite direction before it commences. So we may see that grab of liquidity above here, okay, before GBP USD starts trading. So if you are looking to go short on GBP USD, please make sure that you see your confirmation, and if possible, let there be a confluence with another major confirmation before you go short on GBP USD. That is to say, intraday, we are long on GBP USD. So on the 4-hour time frame, where are the places we are looking at GBP USD possibly trading into? In previous top down analysis, we've already highlighted it. One is this left shoulder residing up here, and second is this IOFED because of the double fair value gaps that we're seeing to the left and to the right. These are the two levels that we're looking at GBP USD trading into midterm because we are long on GBP USD intraday. All right, so this is some decent 50 pips, about 50 pips on GBP USD. If you can measure that, 50 to 60 pips is something that is going to be enough for you, at least for intraday trading. So we're looking at GBP USD trading into this level. Using the path tool, this is what I'm seeing on GBP USD. Trade into this place and then further downwards. Okay, this is for intraday. Right, then looking at the 1-hour time frame, let's see if we're going to see any trade on the 1-hour time frame for this London session. Okay, so for London session, we are not so clear on direction yet because price is looking to form a range where it currently is. So we want to see a breakout of this range, right, and then allowing GBP USD to trade all the way to this place. So for me, on GBP USD, I'm bullish this morning, and we urge you all to trade carefully as we do not own major stakes in the market. So for GBP USD, I'll be going long once my confirmatory signatures are complete. All right, so that will be all for GBP USD and Euro USD. To look at the other flip side of the dollar related pairs, which is the precious metals, we're going to be using gold as a reference for other precious metals before we now look into the yen pairs as it's what major traders trade. Okay, so at this junction, we're going to be calling on Mr. Lekon to take us on the gold analysis. So for some people that said they didn't receive the link earlier, the link is now on the chat box. You can use this 30 seconds window to share the link.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So great to have everyone on board once again. Good morning. You know, even if Nigeria did not win the match yesterday, we are still going to win the market this week. So to just be a tragedy to lose the match and eat SM, you get now. So since the eagle was drowned in the river, we just have to fly. All right. So we move. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Let's have a quick overview on the precious metal. And like CJ already explained to us what we are seeing on dollar for now, let's take a look at the precious metal. Last week, remember those who traded the precious metal last week was a very sweet week for gold. You know, you sell, you sold, and you also bought. It's a very sweet week. And everybody, at the end of the week, you place your withdrawal, you enjoy your money. But if you've placed withdrawal since last week and you've not gotten your money today, it's high time you need to change your broker. And I am here with a very good news to you. Towards the end of the TDA, I'll tell you the broker you need to shift to, because all those broker you place withdrawal. Remember, yesterday you are watching Nigeria match and your heart is still beating that your withdrawal hasn't arrived yet. So you need to do something about it. All right. Now going for this week, what are we seeing on the precious metal? Let's see it on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we can see clearly that we are at a premium level. Yes, we are at a premium level. However, we need to know exactly where we are going to now. You see price tapping into this high, coming again every year. You see it at this high since 2020. 2020, 2022, 2023, now 2024 again. We are in 2024 and it's still sitting around that level. So what are we looking to see on the gold this week? All right. Now, last week we confirmed that it was a bearish move last week. We saw gold was very bearish last week. However, what are we now going to do for this week? Look at it on the daily time frame. We can see clearly on the daily time frame that we are very much bullish. However, we are having some level of range here, but that is still going to give us a level of, some quick move now. Look at what I am seeing on the daily time frame. There's this other block here. I believe everyone can see my chart. If you can see my chart, just give me the fire emoji in the chat box. Let me know you can see it so that we move together on the same page. All right, thank you. Great. Now look at this. This is the order block on the daily order block here. Can you see it now? So we expect price to do something like this before moving forward. We want to see this happen. Today, this morning, we want to see this happen this morning. Price, sweep up a bit, then reverse all the way down to this level. And we can now begin to fly up again. So this week, this is our outlook for gold this week. This is our outlook for gold this week. Can you see it now? This is our outlook for gold this week. So this morning, for today, we want to see the precious metal rally today. I'm looking at gold buy today, and let's check on the 4-hour time frame. We can see on 4-hour time frame, we've seen a lot of liquidity that has been built here. However, we expect it to rally all the way into this level, somewhere around 2030, 2031. Now, if you come to 1-hour time frame, on the 1-hour time frame, what are we seeing on the 1-hour time frame? We've seen where price, react last week on Thursday, that buy to the upside, and Friday was a sell day. So today we are expecting gold to form the high of the week between today and tomorrow, meaning we want to see it rally to the upside. Now let's go to the lower time frame if you are going to see any entry currently. Now there is no entry yet, but left, if you go to 5-minute time frame, that's the lowest time frame you can think of. You see it now. You've seen something like a sweep and a possible break to the upside, and price came all the way back into this level. So this is an entry first for today, and that was around to 5:55 a.m. Nobody would have seen that coming, but just be patient enough to see your clean entry signature. Remember our entry signature. When you see this is what you want to see. You want to see your shoulder. You want to see your sweep to the upside, and after your sweep, you want to see your forceful break. And after your forceful break, you want to see price, come back here, somewhere here. Then you follow it down. And if it is your buy entry, it's going to be the opposite of this. You get the point now. This for your sell entry. All right. So looking at this now for gold, I would still advise just be patient enough to see your entry signature in the market. Don't be too, too aggressive executing your trade today. Just be patient enough, see your proper entry signature and go in with it. Now let's quickly take a look at the precious metal, which is the yen basket. If you look at the yen basket, let's take a look at that. Great. Now, the yen basket on the daily time frame, if you are on our email list, those who got the email came in 11 p.m. yesterday, actually. So even if you are disappointed, the email should still give you some level of joy. All right. Now, look at it. We are expecting the yen basket to rally this week because this is the all-time low, and we've seen some level of change of character, break of market structure, and price came back all the way. That's why we predicted yen basket to rally last week, and we just see it on Monday and Tuesday. So going forward this week too, we are still very much bullish on yen basket, even though it's cleared this low already. And if you come to your lower time frame, let's see it on 4 hours. Yes, 4 hours is showing you a clear bearish market. However, just how do we know if the bullish market has resumed? So we want to see price, break this particular structure here. And when we see a level of retest, we follow it all the way to the upside. All right, we follow it all the way. All right. Let me quickly show us the entry signature for a buy, Sorry about that. So for a buy, this is what we need to see. Can you see that? We need to see this, right? And we need to see this and a sweep to the downside to clear that. When we see that sweep, then we want to see a forceful break to the upside. After the forceful break, then we expect price to come all the way to this shoulder, and we can see some level of confluence there, maybe a fair value gap, another block into that shoulder. Then we follow it to the buy move. We ride it all the way to the upside. Does that make sense now? So this is the buy signature that we are expecting on gold. All right, the buy signature we are expecting on gold. Now for the yen basket, this is still it. We want to see a clear break of the market structure. When we see clear break of the market structure, then we follow it all the way to the upside. Now on 1 hour time frame, the move is not really that much clear yet, but you see this buy signature we are expecting. This buy signature here is the same thing you should look out for on the yen basket so that you can easily follow it. You get the point now? We've not really seen that sweep clearly, but if you go to the lower time frame for 15 minutes, yes, on 15 minutes, it's still looking more like the market is still very much, within that range to the upside. However, we've not really seen that clear move to the upside yet. So just wait and see your entry signatures and before you execute your trade, which means if you are expecting the yen basket to rally, that means we are going to see the yen PS selling. All right. Now this is GJ. Let's look at GJ on 4 hours. Now you can see on 4 hours that this eye here has not really been broken. You get the point now. So price is still respecting that eye and just talking at that level. So we are expecting for GJ now is we see our structure to the downside, then we follow it to the downside. But if not, if it breaks out of this eye here, then we keep following it up. That means yen is weak. But if we see that clear structure on yen basket, we are going to follow this guy down. All right. If we see that clear structure on yen basket, we are going to follow this guy to the downside. Okay. So if you go to your lower time frame on 15 minutes for GJ, we are going to see clearly, yes, price is still not giving that move to the downside. Yes, we see a forceful break around this level and price came all the way there somewhere here on Friday, and we've been seeing price just reacting. But it will be so sweet if we can see price, take out this low here. However, if we look at what is happening here currently now, we can see clearly that price is trying to, this, we can call this the low, this is a high, and this sweep. So if we see a forceful break of this level to the downside, then we can come and pick our entry somewhere around this shoulder again. So this will be a new shoulder for us. Then we'll follow it all the way to the downside. So let's see if we are going to get a forceful break of this level to the downside, and we are going to follow it to sell GJ. all the way to the downside. So if there's any question, let me know before, since last week, we've promised there is a good news coming today, Monday. So if there's any question, let me know so that we can quickly address that before we go to the good news. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning to all the Nigerians. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
To all the Cote d'Ivoirians. Well played, well played, well played. All right, so like you rightly said, the only thing I want us to look at on GBP JPY, let's see the 4-hour. Let's see the 4-hour. Please don't be sad. Those footballers have all gone back to their clubs and started earning in dollars. So just console yourself and earn your own dollars. So if you notice, I want us to pay attention to the entry signature. The entry signature, our box pattern. That schematic is still there. And I'm saying this for those who are busy and cannot trade so often. This setup that we're seeing, it started ripening when? Around the 20th or so of January, if I'm not mistaken. That's it right there. Exactly. Exactly. So that's the shoulder. Then that's the sweep. Is that sweep that came all the way down? That's it. So now what we have is a return to grab liquidity, and that's where price is likely at. It has gone all the way up to grab that liquidity. Does everybody understand this that we just said? So based on that, if this box pattern is to hold, price is coming down. And if price is coming down, that's a long-term move because it will go all the way first to that order block, which is around 186.50. Then second to the low of 186, and then all the way to 185. So these are the type of moves that people wait for, especially if they don't have time. So now we will now zoom into everything that happened between the 9th to the 12th, everything happening, the last 10 candles, the last 10 4-hour candles. I hope this is making sense to somebody. We'll keep repeating it. The last 10 candles. Zoom in a bit. Zoom in a bit. So price has returned there. What are we looking for now? The same sell schematic. The same thing. So where is the shoulder? Where is the shoulder? From around the 9th. 9th of February. 9th of February. Let's see that, please. Exactly. 7th and thereabout. Because now it's at a place of interest. It's at a point of interest. So the only challenge that I'm seeing now is there's a double bottom, a double top that has been formed. Okay, yes, so, right. So now we have seen price tap into that level, right? There's a fair value gap just below. That's it right there. So we can mark that fair value gap because price is not supposed to be able to break the fair value gap to the downside. So you mark that fair value gap all the way out. Exactly. Price should not be able to break that level because we know that fair value gaps provide liquidity. When price taps into a fair value gap, it should continue in that trend. So if price breaks below 188.15, then we know that, all right, price is coming down all the way to about 187 level. that fair value gap around 187. There's a fair value gap at 187. And we look at that. There's a fair value gap at 187. The origin of that move, 187.00. No, not even that one. There is a fair value gap below that one at the other block. The other block that's exactly. There's a fair value gap there. That's the first fair value gap. Exactly. Exactly. At that other block. So if we see price breach or break that first level that we plotted, then it means price is targeting 187. For those of you who are very busy. So those moves are decent moves, 120 pips, 80, 90 pips. Exactly. Exactly. Now, when price gets back to that level, I don't know what can happen, because if price comes back down to that level, what it will now mean is there would have been a shoulder, then there will have been a liquidity grab to the downside. So, Lekon, please draw the schematic for me. What I expect price to do. Reach 188.25 levels and target 187.25. Are we seeing that? Exactly. But it will bounce. It won't just come straight. Exactly. I even think there will be a bounce at 188.20, 188 levels before it comes down. It will take that up because it will need to respect that flip zone and respect that other block. 188 levels. There's another block at 188. There's an inverted fair value gap there. Okay, so it will break that, come to about 188 level, 188. The first break will be around 188. Somewhere around there, exactly, that flip zone. There's a flip zone there. 188 levels, 188.100, 188 spot 100. Down some more, down some more. Because there's a flip zone, exactly, somewhere around there. There's a flip zone somewhere around there. Yes. Exactly. Then it will go back up, turn that previous support into resistance. Then it will now come back down. So how does price move? It grabs liquidity. It will first create the liquidity, which is the shoulder. It will create the liquidity, which is the shoulder. After it creates the liquidity with the shoulder, it will now go and consume that same liquidity with a liquidity sweep. After it consumes the same liquidity, it will come down with force, forming a fair value gap, creating inefficiency, and target an opposite liquidity. After it gets that opposite liquidity, it will go back to that fair value gap, that inefficiency that it created. It also wants to turn previous support to resistance. When it now does that, it will now go down and form a lower low and create new liquidity, which can be the shoulder for the next grab of liquidity. So think about it like that. Price moves, forms liquidity by creating a shoulder, grabs the liquidity by forming a liquidity sweep, breaks structure in the opposite direction and forming a fair value gap, goes back to that fair value gap to test it and turn a previous support into resistance. That's how price moves. Exactly. Exactly. Fantastic. Fantastic. That is how price moves. That is how price moves. So when it forms that ABC, right, and it gets to C, do you agree with me that if it gets to C, it will have formed a shoulder there will have been a shoulder formed around the 30th of January. 30th of January. No need to draw anything. Just don't draw anything again. Just place your cursor around the 30th of January. Exactly there. That's the shoulder there. Agreed? Then everything that happened after is what?
Move.
The sweep to the downside. Upside down shoulder, upside down sweep. Then what did it now do? It now moved from 2nd of February all the way up. Exactly. So that's a shoulder. That's the final take profit level. That's a shoulder. Then it broke it to the upside. And it came back into that level. But if you notice, there's a inverted fair value gap below. It created liquidity. Below that place you just drew, all the way below, look at those triple bottoms. Those are the triple bottoms. That's liquidity that was created that will be consumed. So it will tap into that level. And as it taps into that level, we now check sentiment. We now check sentiment. We now check sentiment. I hope this has been helpful to somebody. So this is what we're always looking at. Where was the liquidity that was created? Where was it consumed? Where is a flip zone? A place where support was broken and it turned and retested it as resistance. Where is the fair value gap? Is it around 61.8 levels? What's sentiment saying on the higher time frame? You confirm with EM basket. Then you know where to take your trade. All right? If this makes sense, that's fine. I'll let you go over to the guys on the floor so we see what is happening there. Thank you, Lekon. Any specific question for me? Let me answer. If not, over to the guys on the floor.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, now we all have gotten value and a very clear move for GJ today and even this week. All right, great. Thank you, Holani. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joe. All right, now the good news is here. And what we have for you now is, you know, a lot of people have been reaching out to us. Oh, can you help us? How can we want to be part of the move, want to trade with you? All manner of things. And we've come to give you the best that we can. All right. Now, you know, some of you also who have been having difficulty with your broker, withdrawing deposits, and the likes like that. All those challenge has come to an end now. And what we have for you is, all you need to do is work with a reliable, trusted, and very efficient broker, which is OctaFS that you need to work with OctaFS. You need to work with OctaFS. And now the offer we are giving you is just very free and simple. We are not asking you to buy anything or do anything now. Very free and simple. All you need to do is, if you have an account you are trading before, just move your capital. Create an account using a link that will be sent to the chat box now. Yes, a link will be sent. Do you see it now? Create an account now using that link, that referral link in that chat box. Create an account using that link. When you create that account, fund it with at least $100. When you fund your account, you've created the account, you funded the account with $100, then screenshot it and send it to us on Telegram. All right, this is the Telegram link too is there. Team Value Flow Trading. Just send the screenshot to us on Telegram. When you send the screenshot to us on Telegram, we are going to confirm, yes, you've created your account and you've deposited into the account. Now we are going to add you to Trade with VFT team, where all the analysis we have here, we are going to be giving you the trade call, which means you can easily take the same trade CJ is taking. You can easily take the same trade Abby is taking. You can easily take the same trade Demola is taking. You can easily take the same trade Cynthia is taking, and you can also take the same trade I'm taking too. Be it gold, GU, AU, any pair, you get it. Yes, yes. So you are going to get all the trading we are taking here, the trade we are taking here on the floor. You are going to get it. We are going to call it out for you on that particular group, which means we want to hold your hands also to trade with you. What's the essence of trading if you can't withdraw on a Friday? You get the point now. Imagine you have a major withdrawal on Friday now. The disappointment that happened yesterday will just be, let's clean out with it. It doesn't matter. You get the point now. So all you need to do is create your account. All right. If you already had an account with Octa FS, okay, we are going. If you already had an account with Octa FS, all you need to do is just try and open a new one, or you are going to change your IB. Yes, we can walk you through. Just reach out to us on Telegram. We are going to walk you through how you can change your IB. Does that make sense now? We are going to walk you through that, and that's all we want to do for everyone so that we can maximize this TDA. Every trade we've been, you won't miss any opportunity. That's why after TDA, you won't get anything again. It doesn't make sense till the next morning. So instead, whenever we see that our entry pattern, our boss strategy showing up on any pair, let's give it a shot and get the best of it. At the same time, the TDA is not just going to be just in the morning alone now. We are going to be having TDA during the New York session, meaning after you've cashed out during London session, we analyze the market afresh again for New York session so that we can have TDA for New York session for those who are also working too. So probably you miss some things and you don't get the trade call for the London session. During the TDA in New York session, you are going to get something out of it. And the TDA for New York session will definitely be starting by 3 p.m. We are going to look at the market again during New York session. Let's see, okay, where is our entry? What's really going on in the market? So every morning, 8:30 a.m. and 3 p.m., we are going to be having our TDA 2 times in a day. And it's going to be a very great and sweet one. So what I want you to do right now is just click on that link right now and go and create your Octa FS account. You need to do that right now so that immediately we see our entry. All you need to do is you already created the account and you funded the account. You send the proof to us. When we see the entry on that particular group, like someone already take the step now, just quickly as much as possible, we send the call to you and you just fire on. We get the best of it. Yes. All you need to do, if you purchase FS Bootcamp, all you need to do is just move your broker straight to Octa FS by following those 3 steps. Click on this link to create your account. When you click on the link, after creating your account, move your money wherever it is, at least $100 on that broker on Octa FS, deposit there. After that, then we move. Just send the screenshot to us and we follow it through. All right. So you are always welcome. We are here to serve you and give you the best you deserve. All right. So that's what you should do now as fast as possible. Let's go. Just click on that link, create your account, make your deposit, send us the proof and the proof you are going to send to us is your MT4 account. You get the point now. You are going to screenshot your MT4 showing Octa FS broker, and we are going to send it to us on Telegram. We are going to follow you up as fast as possible. Don't let today's trade, go without you cashing out. All right. So to everyone, once again, thank you for joining today's TDA. We are going to see you in the afternoon during the New York session. What broker will you recommend for synthetic pair? There's only one broker for synthetic pair, and that's Deriv. All right. Any other synthetic is a counterfeit. But for this one, just make sure you go straight to Octa FS by using this particular link now. You get the point now. Now, if you go and open the account without this link, when we check it to confirm if you are with us and it doesn't show up, it's OT-law. So make sure you don't fall into that category of people. Just click on the link, create the account, make a deposit of $100 and let us move. Let us move. You don't need to face any disappointment from any broker again. You don't need to face any, technical issue from any broker, delay. No. Instantly when you need your cash, you want to withdraw. And every Friday, the goal is this. Every Friday, we want to see everybody place withdrawal. At least, even if it is $20 or $50 you make on your $100, at the end of the week, no matter how small it is, just place that withdrawal and let us see. We want to see, okay, this TDA, we are making progress. People are getting blessed. You are making your money by using our trade calls during TDA, and that's what will give us, the best and the joy always to see that you are growing, you are winning, I'm winning, every one of us, we are making our money and we are moving very fast. All right. See what GJ is doing now. Okay. So thank you so much. If there's any other question, please let me quickly take it before we call it a day. Till we meet again, 3 p.m. is the time for TDA. Any question? If there's no question and you've really gotten value for this session, just give us the fire emoji in the chat box and we call it a day. Cheers and God bless. All right, thank you. See you by 3 p.m. for the TDA again.